You're watching Emirates News. Time for a break, but when we come back, it's the sports. And Faraz, some UFC fans have something big to look forward to at the start of the new year.
UFC 257, Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. Conor's come back from retirement. Dustin lost to McGregor in 2014. Both lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov. So it'll be interesting to see if they've picked up any skills from their fight with Khabib. That's a big match. Can't wait for that one. So that's on the way. Plus, skydiving legend Omar Alhegelan joins me in the studio. He'll be breaking down his journey to create the famous free-flying style, as well as being a stunt double to Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan. All that and more after the break. Stay with us. MMA first, and fans are all charged up for UFC 257 next month in Abu Dhabi. The promotion today unveiled the official poster for Poirier versus McGregor. The two stars fought back in 2014 at UFC 178 when they were both making their way to the featherweight ranks. McGregor defeated Poirier by first-round TKO, eventually becoming a champion at 145 and 155 pounds, as well as one of the most popular fighters in MMA history. While Poirier has also excelled at lightweight, capturing an interim title at UFC 236. But let's not forget, both of them also lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov. Conor was defeated at UFC 229 back in 2018, and Dustin at UFC 242 last year. So fast forward now, and following two very successful Fight Island months in the capital this year, the MMA brand will be back again for a series of events on Yas Island in January. Two initial fight nights will take place on the 16th and 20th, and then on January the 23rd, it will be UFC 257 with the hugely anticipated lightweight bout between Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor, making his long-awaited comeback to the sport. The venue hasn't been clarified as yet. It may remain in the Flash Forum or move to the newly built Etihad Arena. And there's been no word on spectators either as of now. Now, the UAE has many options for thrill seekers, and one of them happens to be skydiving. In fact, this sport is so popular among residents and tourists that whoever tries it just can't seem to boast about it, whether it's the view, the exhilarating experience, or just how well the safety measures are in place for such an activity. And to tell me more about it is one of skydiving's legend. He has received every world and national title in the field of freestyle skydiving. Plus, on top of that, his stunt work has taken him from Hollywood to Bollywood. It's Omar Alhegelan. Thank you for gracing us in the studio over here. Now, Omar, first of all, I know you are a legend when it comes to freestyling skydiving. Tell me a little bit about it, because you created in the 90s. And what kind of challenges did you have to get it recognized?
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much for having us on the show. I want to say that I started out as a freestyle competitor. And from that, we started this evolution that we eventually called free flying. Free flying came out of this necessity of being able to learn how to fly in all dimensions. So before, people used to free fall. You had a belly to earth terminal velocity of 120 miles an hour. And what we created was this ability to fly on your head, to control your flight standing up, flying at an angle, diagonally, using all three axes. And in so doing it, we coined the term free flying.
That's beautiful. Now, what I've heard is that you've pretty much skydived in every continent, every part of the world. So let me ask you this. What makes Dubai one of the best locations for skydiving?
Yes, indeed. I've been blessed to jump in all 7 continents and even geographic North Pole. But to be able to jump here in Dubai is so incredible because, first of all, you get to jump over this water and this beautiful man-made Palm Island that, as you know, should be one of the wonders of the world. And to boot, we get to jump so close and over pretty much this whole JBR skyline. In most places, you have to go for hours. You have to drive for hours before you can jump. So you're really in the middle of nowhere. Here, we're literally in the middle of a city as we're jumping, which is really incredible.
So let me ask you this, because I know some people have never really tried skydiving. They've always got concerns about safety. Walk me through some of the safety measures that have evolved over the years when it comes to skydiving.
Well, absolutely. I think the key term here is redundancy. What we've been able to do, obviously, when we jump, we have this backpack, this rig, that has 2 parachutes. The main parachute, if anything happens, we can cut that away and we have the reserve. But throughout the years, they have developed what is known as an AAD, an automatic activation device. What that is, it's a little onboard computer that's in the parachute, and it measures your fall rate and your altitude. So it knows if you go below a certain altitude, let's say 1,000 feet, at a certain speed, boom, it fires automatically the reserve. So another thing would be the redundancy of the altimeters. So we used to have visual altimeters that we used to gauge our altitudes and everything. And now we go beyond that and we have audible altimeters. So we can actually focus and concentrate on what we're doing. And we set our altitudes for breakoff or for deployment in these audible altimeters.
It's amazing when I hear like a legend breaking up this all down for us. Now, you've also been a stunt double in Hollywood and Bollywood thanks to your skydiving skills.
Absolutely.
Which movie is the most memorable for you?
Honestly, it would have to be the movie Dawn. It was a Bollywood production with Shah Rukh Khan, and I doubled for Shah Rukh Khan. It was one of the most incredible times in my life, getting to meet Shah Rukh, being on set. What a wonderful gentleman and a great actor to boot. And to be able to jump in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia and be surrounded in this incredible set by wonderful people really marked me. It was very, very special.
That's amazing. I remember watching the movie, and I'm definitely going to watch that scene again so I can watch you over and over again.
Thank you.
Real quick, before we go, how many jumps have you done?
To be honest with you, I stopped counting 10 years ago when I had 17,500, excuse me. So that was 10 years ago. The numbers are irrelevant. It's just numbers. So what's important is that you follow your passion, and that's what I've been doing. And that is the number one thing, the most incredible thing that I can do. And I would like to share with everyone is to always go and always follow your passion. No matter what it is, just go ahead and do that.
Brilliant. Omar, thank you so much. Once again, a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thank you very much. And to all our brothers and sisters, our Christian brothers and sisters, Merry Christmas.
Right then, so how do you tell that life is returning back to normal here in Dubai? Well, one way is to look at all the sporting events taking place across the city. Let's just take a look at this weekend. So Dubai Sports Council has lined up a nice variety of events and activities, starting with Al Maktoum Cup traditional rowing race this Friday. It will take place at Jumeirah 4. Then also the same day, we've got Lionheart basketball tournament. This will take place at the Academic City. Now moving to the 26th, and tables are set for the backgammon tournament at the Radisson Blu near Dubai Canal. And this is the big one. On Sunday, the 27th, the 15th Dubai International Sports Conference will take place at the Armani Hotel, followed by the Dubai Globe Soccer Awards. This year again, the conference will feature 3 of the biggest football stars of this generation, Juventus and Portugal ace Ronaldo, 2010 World Cup winner KC Yes, and 2020 FIFA Men's Player of the Year, Lewandowski. And of course, several other top players and decision makers from across the world will be present Sunday evening.
And I hope to be here next year again, of course.
And a bit of sad and funny news to wrap up tonight's sports. It seems that Brazilian motorcyclist Andrea Versimo never heard the story of the tortoise and the hare. But he learned his lesson the hard way when his early celebration quickly turned into defeat. It all happened when Versimo rounded the final curve of the Ayrton Senna International Autodrome in Brazil, clearly ahead in the Superbike Evolution race and just seconds from winning. But the overconfident motorcyclist celebrated too soon and was overtaken by 2 other competitors. But, however, despite his defeat, Versimo ended the Superbike Evolution season with the champion's title. Moral of the story, keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, that's your sport for tonight. Merry Christmas to all those celebrating and have a safe weekend. It's back to my man, Greg.